Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, children, today's our topic is water cycle. So, children, you know water is very essential. It is a natural resource, and then all living organisms require water for their cellular processes takes place in a water medium, and all the reactions that takes place within our body and within the cells occurs between the substances that are dissolved in water. So children, the substances are also transported from one part of the body to the other in a dissolved form. So every living organism like plants, animals, microbes all require water. So children, this is the picture of the water cycle, and today we are going to discuss about the water cycle. As you know that the water evaporates from the water bodies, and the subsequent condensation of this water vapor leads to rain. But we don't see the seas and the oceans dried up. So how is the water returning these water bodies? So children, the whole process in which the water evaporates and falls on the land as rain and the later flows back into the sea via rivers is known as the water cycle. And this cycle is not as straightforward and simple as this statement seems to imply. So, children, all of the water that falls on the earth doesn't immediately flow back into the sea. Some of it seeps into the soil and become the part of the underground water. So, children, you know the some of this underground water finds its way to the surface through these springs, or we bring it to the surface of our use through the wells or the tube wells. So that the water is also used by the terrestrial animals and the plants. Terrestrial means that the organism which live on land, and plants for the various life processes. So children, we know during the water cycle, as we know, water is capable of dissolving a large number of the substances, and as water flows through or over rocks containing soluble minerals, some of them get dissolved in the water, and thus the rivers carry many nutrients from the land to the sea, and these are used by the marine organism also. The organism which live in the salty water is called the marine organism. So simply the diagram of the water cycle, the four processes are there. First is evaporation of the water through the sunlight, and then second is the condensation process by which the clouds are formed. Then precipitation means the rainfall or the snowfall, and the fourth is the again collection of the water. So hope children you can understood very well with this topic, and today's your homework is to draw a well labeled diagram of water cycle in your notebook and send me as a PDF. So thank you children. Any query you can write in query box. Thank you.